Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here, Signature Esports, and a pleasure to have you live in charge. So we'll count down to great action here, presented by Lunatic Designs. We are live and in charge. A little Chop Shop Racing Truck Series here this Tuesday night as the Chop Shop Racing Speedy Trophies Truck Series. Get ready to rock and roll. Get ready to lay into it. We're going to have a little bit of fun here tonight. Good to see you all out there. If you haven't done so, reach up, hit that like button for me. It supports everything we're doing. We appreciate everybody knocking it out of the park because we're here for week number 9, Nashville Super Speedway for these drivers. Let's talk about what we've got going on. About 150 laps, stage lap, completion of lap 44 sets of tires, 100% fuel, no fast repair. Only fast repairs they get are on the dang old super speedways and road courses. So no fast repair tonight. Season 5 here for it as we lock in and have ourselves a little bit of fun. 123 degrees on the concrete surface out there. We'll see 86 degrees on the air temperature, 53% humidity, partly cloudy skies with a 9-mile-an-hour wind. It's Nashville. It's Nashville. That's what it is. It's going to be a good time. I like it. I love this racetrack and the trucks. It's a ton of fun. How about it? Starting grid, Jeff Hollingsworth is going to be your Stay Tuned Sports pole sitter here tonight. Stay Tuned Sports, part of the ever-loving series that is ever-growing out there on the YouTube and Spotify platforms. Make sure you check them out. And they talk about everything sports. So you kind of need to find them. I'm telling you, they're just amazing. Eric Schaefer, Michael Strickland going to make it row number 2. Charles Wood starting outside that front row for Jeff Hollingsworth. Paul Crevery is going to be out there with Brandon Banks. Andrew Lutz Jr. is going to be out there with Colby Hartug at row number 4. Row 5 will be Brad Harris, Jason Day. Michael Peden's going to be out there with Donnell Williams at row number 6. Row 7 is going to be James Dewar, and then, of course, Anthony Crown over row number 15 to his outside. Row 8 is going to be Chris Walker and Joey Jettina. Ed Perry, R.B. Turner going to be at row number 9. Mark Retchen, Corey Button in row 10. Michael Coulter Jr., Justin Zukic in row 11. Connor Hazel, Jason Hastings in row 12. Row 13 is going to be John Hammond and Todd McGregor. We'll see Jeremiah Berkey out there with Christopher Burge in row 14. Row 15 will be Andrew Lutz and Jorge Rincon. Brad Dove, Joseph Causey is going to be out there at row 16. Clint Hackett and, of course, Mike Mueller in row 17. Tyrone Harris is going to be out there in row 18 with Greg Whitehead. And then... bam. John Fowler, Alex Thompson, Hayden Malcolm, Michael Bollinger, the Nathan Bigart, Levi Allen, Michael Newbrow, Jerry Culver out there through row 22. Row 23 is going to be Devin Acuna, Fred Chase. Larry Breger is going to be out there with Wesley Strait as well. And that will be your 48 drivers here tonight. Hey, Michael's mom, I hope you've got it going on. I hope you're having a good night. We appreciate you being out there, of course, as all the drivers leave pit road. It is a busy night here as everybody looking pretty darn snazzy. It's a big field, a whole lot of dang old drivers, a whole lot of dang old places, a whole lot of dang old spaces, and it's going to be one of those exciting nights that we take on Nashville Super Speedway. Jeff Hollingsworth ready to rock and roll. We have some driver cams tonight, and we'll go through those as we get to it. We appreciate all of you being out there. I hope you're all doing what you can be doing. I know that we're supposed to be streaming 1440p out there on YouTube, but I had to bring down the kbps because of the strength of the field tonight. So, some things change in there. So we'll continue to roll out. Drivers are ready to go. I'm ready to go. You're ready to go. They're going to go one more round before we get going. RB, thank you for the like. Brian Raker, thank you for the like out there as well. We appreciate you. One more round, getting everybody all caught up to the field. That's important for all of these drivers and pretty much everything that you see. And you definitely want to make sure that everybody can hold their own. That's for darn sure. So, yeah, all the good things. You're out there watching on Facebook. Thank you very much to everybody watching live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. If you haven't gotten out there and looked at what we've got going on when it comes to, the entirety of our series, you see a timer at the bottom right-hand side of your screen. I am currently in the midst of still 94 hours left on the stream. That is due to ensuring that we're raising money for my cancer treatments and things of that sort. So if you want to continue to keep us live and get out there and have some fun with us, pretty much, it's every day. It's every day now. Go find yourselves out there hitting that donate link and doing all those things. I appreciate you. All right, pace cars in. Biggest pythons in all of iRacing. We're ready to go. I'm ready to go. We're going. We're green. Oh, baby. Okay. All right. Bear with me, folks. Not a clue why it's blinking like that. I haven't had an issue up until this very point, so...
There's 48 cars on the track.
Yeah, well... It shouldn't be doing this at all. All right. It's settled out. Jeff Hollingsworth out front. Eric Schaefer in second. Paul Crumry in third. Not a clue. Hold on. Bear with me, folks. We're going over. I'm going to fix something. There's caution here real quick. Do apologize about that, folks. I don't know what in the world that was. Larry Breger, Chris Walker having an issue. I did take some things and make them lighter there. Yeah, 40, 48. I don't know. 50 series graphics card, everything holding on. Go back to live here. What's crazy is I can look at every vehicle out here. I don't have an issue. Robert's tail of the field here. We'll do our best to ensure that the race line gets shown and everybody. Yeah, no, I don't know. Let's fix a thing or 10. let us see if we can do this. Let us see. Working a couple of things out here, folks. Do apologize. All right, let's see if this will work out a little bit better. Troubleshooting as we go. We're green. Jeff Hollingsworth, Eric Schaefer, Paul Crumry moving out in the distance. Driver's working. I figured it out. I knew what was going on. I had an NDI source that went corrupt on me. So again, apologies for the early blinking. We're good to go now. I believe everything should be working out just fine. Oh, big wreck back there. Holy cow, Andrew Lutz. Oh, baby. It's a lot of drivers through the middle of the infield there. We're going to see some blinking 46 trucks in the field. It's going to happen. 62 up on the outside. 60 is the 19 there. 19 bumps I think that's the 80, sorry. 80 comes up, just gets into the 62. And then boom, 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 a pile up and a cleanup as the 100. It's all that going. Holy goodness gracious. That was massive. Jeff Hollingsworth out front. All right. I will at some point get a new capture card, and this will make all of this 10 times better. So again, apologies for the early issues there, folks. I think we're good to go now. I think we're going just fine. Yeah, I got a few drivers go to pit road. We're going to see a good length of the field here. Try to make this one nice and easy. All right. Few driver cams here tonight. There's Alex Thompson. Let's see if did Alex make it through that. Yeah, he's in 24th. He looks fine. Second portion of the driver cams. Let's take a look. Like Mr. Justin Zukic just ahead in that 45. Micro Center on board with that driver. I tried a new form of moving everything over and just didn't work out correctly. Geomax on board with the 5-2. There is Jason Day on board over his shoulder, seeing what he's got going on. He's got Colby Hartung just in front of him. There's RB Turner. RB having to keep himself out of the mix. He was the driver that was just left reared, so we'll see if he gets his long green flag run between now and what's going on. Still some significant damage on the left rear of that truck. There is Clint Hackett on pit road. He's had some bad luck over the last couple of weeks, and I hate to see it. His Ford is always a blessing to be able to see that driver get out there and run, so hopefully he's going to be able to get it fixed. And quite honestly, you hate seeing everything that could go wrong. Bollinger in 29th. He looks fine as well. There's Michael Bollinger. All right. Drivers are ready to go. I'm ready to go. You're ready to go. Let's do the thing. 42 drivers on the lead lap. Clint Hackett going to be a couple of laps down, but he got the whole truck fixed. Tyrone Harris on pit road and getting that 99. I wanted some Reese's now. Kind of hungry. Jeff Hollingsworth.
And hamburgers.
And hamburgers, yeah.
Actually, cheeseburgers.
Yeah. Do believe. I believe. Well, you know. You
Believe you can fly?
I believe I can fly. All right, drivers are ready to go. Let's do the thing. Fixing some audio there. There we go. Everything sounds fine. Jason Hastings working positive 6 spots early. Here is Jorge Ricon. There in the 28. Sees the 42 feeding to the inside. Eric Schaefer takes over the lead. He's going to be up a couple of spots here early. Jeff Hollingsworth. Sees Paul Connery in the 96 right behind Little Mission 22 on board. 22 a day, folks. 22 a day. I'm glad to see somebody out there running the dang old paint scheme for that kind of support. Massive, massive undertaking. Michael Strickland sits at the 4th spot. Brad Harris is going to be in 5th at 4. Colby Hartung up 2. Stryker looking to maximize the race line here tonight. Utilize what would be a good looking, good running race truck. How about John Hammond? The early going. Hammond right to the inside. Mountain Dew on board. 3 to the outside of Coulter Jr. Berkey on the toe there as well. Jason Hastings again just behind. Driver's trying to clear up. 49 looking to the inside of the 5-3. Now he's going to slide up in and try to work it. Anthony Crownover just ran his fastest lap of the race. 31.96. Drivers just faring very well. How about James Dewar? 15.62 of the Iron, 77 at 4. There on the outside of Anthony Crownover, Joey Giattino on the bottom. Full scent and all that jazz as it would be. Giattino over the Red Bull Racing Machine there in the 11 Toyota. The Tundra showing up and showing out. Everybody doing good. All right, everything should be fine, right? Everybody can see the race. Everybody's watching the race. Everybody's good to go. I like it. Good deal. Everybody watching at least at 7:20. That matters. That matters to me. We've got a few things situated when it comes to that. Eric Schaefer. Half-second gap now is going to be 6/10 as he gets onto the back straightaway. Drivers working. Hollingsworth dropping into the corner from the high lane to the low lane, utilizing that bottom foot to keep his truck turning. That's one thing you want to be able to carry the race line as decently as possible. 15 to the 5-2. Oh, GLX. Who's the favorite? Well, there's 48 drivers, 47 drivers technically. John Fowler out of the race, but 44 on out there still racing. So you could pick one. Right now, it's going to be Eric Schaefer. Clean air is going to be key. Having a good race off pit road is going to be even better, but tires are going to be everything. Drivers we're going to keep our eye on who like to start from the back and work their way forward. One like Nathan Bigart. But Bigart wrapped up in the first caution when everything went haywire. Good luck to everybody out there, especially at the number 45. What's up, Rachel? What do you say? Old Nubbins out there. Appreciate you, Nubbins, for being back and forth. Sitting in the streams, having a little chit-chat with us, talking to us like we absolutely have a good time. Thank you, everybody out there watching everywhere. Here at Setups on board, Richard Murtaugh as well. While we're sitting here waiting, I'm going to move. Two things. That way it can be seen. Levi Allen coming to pit road. Moving logos over. He had to jump to pit road. There we go. All right. That'll work for the time being. Gonna have to switch some stuff back the way it was, folks. We're going on up to 8. We'll see the 27 of Connor Hazel just behind. Forward 150 again, stage completion lap 40. John Hammond up 12 there to the inside of the 27, 5-3, 24. Trying to work Hastings again up 7. Eric Schaefer, 1.2 second deficit. This is a track that we see the flat track specialists, the ones who like tracks like this one. Richmond is a good example. This is a 1.3 mile racing surface, but it races like a short track. The banking, roughly about 13 degrees in the majority of the racetrack, 8 degrees on the back straightaway. It's downhill sloping pretty much everywhere. But the surface is what's interesting, because the surface is what makes this truck do what it does. Jeff Hollingsworth back to 7th. Off 6th for the start of the race. Everybody working. 5-2. Jason Day. Big wiggle. Says, hold on and watch this. 45 getting some love. Zukic out there. There he is. He's up about 4 underneath. Looks down to the bottom. This is a lot of trucks to field possibilities. You know what I mean? Field the possibilities. Jason Day working. Day's in fifth. Up 5, trying to continue to move forward. Massive understatement for every one of these drivers. Everybody's trying to move forward. I think that's one of the things that you can't take advantage of, is being able to keep the wheels underneath it. It's a unique situation to run a track like Nashville without an eye, because buttons do work. And I literally put Nashville. That's the old Southern coming out. Oh, baby. All the dang old things. We appreciate them all. Mike Mueller out there, give him some love. New Brown, 11. Someone on the bottom coming off pit road. That is Tyrone Harris. He able to get that? Yeah, he was able to get that truck fixed. But he's got to be careful here. He's letting some drivers go around. Got to manage, get back up to speed. And that's what he's doing. Getting up speed, rolling. Schaefer, your race leader. 1.6 second deficit. I think we know who our odds-on favorite might be tonight, depending on how this second stint's going to work. Everybody, yeah. All right, is the stream looking okay? Is everybody doing all right? We had that issue in the very beginning. We lost some frames, so might see some things try to take shape. Paul Crumry, Michael Strickland side by side. Stryker, 2 seconds the gap. Up into the door, drops into the corner. He's here to chase down the Ford truck. Up and out. Going to be clear. 96, and here comes Colby Hartog. Less than 10 laps to go into the stage. Last time by, Eric Schaefer ran a 32.89, about a tenth and a half better than Michael Strickland, but he was on the passing lane, so we'll see what he does here, see if he can pull away and try to close down any of that gap on the long run here. Schaefer matching his last lap, 32.99. Only 1/100th of a second, the difference here between Stryker and Eric Schaefer. So we'll see if they can get there and do it. Bollinger having an off track. Through the grass, some right side damage. Good. Thank you, Budgie. Coming to pit road. Maybe trying to get that thing fixed. Don't take those tires. Just get it fixed. That's the way I see it. Schaefer, 1.8 second difference here between he and Michael Strickland. Good look at a racing surface so far. So far, so good. Thank you, Mr. Dudley. I appreciate you for the kind words. Real tired of the big old, it's a cancer. Thank you. All the maximum inputs. .34 of 150. Everybody's putting on the dang old good shot. Thank everybody for doing so. Mueller leaving pit road. 5 laps to go this next time by. We'll see Eric Schaefer step on the gas just a little bit there. Strickland had closed down a little bit of that gap, but I think Schaefer able to manage a little bit of clean air. Jason Day back into the mix again in 4th. Right over holding on to 5th. Hard charger currently right now. Greg Whitehead at 15. 21 spots for Fred Chase. 18 for Jerry Culver. Culver Racing Machine. Being the cool cat, knocking it down. 36 of 150. There's Schaefer, 2.25 the gap. Michael Strickland, 4 laps to go to be 3 this time by. Schaefer up and out. Got to the back straightaway. Giving himself a positive set. Positive momentum. Great things, great minds think alike. Michael Strickland tries to close into the distance. Four to go, and now 3 to go. 38 being completed. John Hammond trying to get himself inside the top 10. Lutz Jr. coming to pit lane. 5-5 bump and run on James Dewar on the 77. 5-5, 77 side by side down to the back straightaway. Wretched trying to send the corner. 5-5 utilizing a little bit of that door. 24 trying to send it and close back in as well. 77. Here comes the 5 of Brandon Banks off 8 from the start of the race. The early things become a problem. John Hammond looking for one more spot with 2 to go to the stage. 24 down on the bottom. Donnell Williams just ahead. Jeff Hollingsworth has dropped back to 9th. Eric Schaefer with a 2.2 second lead as Lutz will leave pit lane. Lutz Jr. leaving pit lane. It's going to be a lap down. Very close to going 2 laps down, but will be 1 lap down. It's a Ford truck. Working. But Hackett would have gotten his lucky dog, but Andrew Lutz Jr. coming to pit road. Picking tires and fuel. But we'll see the stage come to a close and will be the lucky dog, so Glenn Hackett might stay out to get the free pass. We'll see how that'll fare out for him. 4, Eric Schaefer coming around. He's going to get a stage win. Brooklyn Hartung, Jason Day, Anthony Crownover will be your top 5. Jatina will finish 6th. Montgomery, Harris, Hollingsworth, Williams, your top 10. Hammond and Wretched. Hammond wins that 11th spot, 12th spot of the long to Mark Wretched when they cross the line. Eric Schaefer, the winner, stage winner. They'll come to pit road and do what they got to do and put on some maximum effort. What I say, at least. Keep it there. Yeah. Pretty stinking cool, huh? All right. I'm going to put you back on the starting soon because I need to make a fine-tuned adjustment here real quick. Right back. All right, I fixed it. I knew what I was looking for. Made it happen. All right, it's been a good time. Good time. Again, apologies, folks. Trying to get the get the PC back to where it was, get everything back to as crisp as it was. And one of the things that I'm battling right now is just making sure that everything that I'm doing is is working for everybody. We want to make sure that we all have the the right look and the right everything. All right. That includes everything that we're doing everywhere else, which means sometimes I have to make sure that clarity becomes a priority. Which is why I focus so hard on being a perfectionist on all of this. Here we go. All right. So again, if you see something going wrong, it's because I'm trying to make sure that it's good to go. I want to make sure it's fixed. I want to make sure everybody's good, and I want to make sure that things just look right. Let's Junior. Stopping hard back here. Breger, same concept. Penguin's got his hands full. Corey Bodnut stays out. It's a massive understatement, folks. It really is. One more time around. Eric Schaefer will restart to the outside. Bud Nutt will be on the inside. He'll get credit for a lap led. Maybe trying to save a set of tires. Did not come to pit road. And we'll see if he's been saving anything. Be able to try to make a charge. These tires have a tendency to fall off real quick. Bodnut's fastest lap at 32:08, so he might have been saving from the word go. He might try to make this on one pit stop too. It's not impossible. We've had some cautions. All right. The 4, the 34, the 14, the 88. Bodnut will be the driver. Take the green flag here. Yourselves almost 32 minutes of racing, and it's been pretty good racing. Big field. These cars in. Good to go. Chop Shop's an anomaly, folks. It's one of the very few leagues in which we have this large amount of drivers in it. So things do have a tendency to change. Corey Bodnut, bottom side, is going to be pit 3 wide. Jason Day looking into the corner. 15 on the outside lane. Bodnut dropping backwards 3 wide corner. Middle corner here, 96.79 up on the outside lane. Corey, 10 spots, trying to put himself in a better situation here, but the restart's been good. Connor Hazel working. Fred Chase at 24. A lot of trucks to try to drive around and make work. All right, folks. Haywood and I are going to take a hydrate break and put you on exciting. We're going to have some good racing here. They are 3 and 4 wide in the back. We'll knock it out of the park. We'll leave it on the wide cam. Be right back. All right, big old let's go from the budgie bird and the budgie and the rolling budgies. Michael Strickland out front. Quarter second now between he and Eric Schaefer. We'll see if Schaefer's letting him lead right now. Good battle. Probably starting to heat up here. It does look like. Now, I will tell you, folks, I forgot that I haven't eaten anything all day. You know, because I've been streaming and doing the things. And Penguin and I have had some good laughs. Was out there streaming with my good friend Skull Keith. And, you know. What do you think of Modded Satisfactory now there, Penguin?
The challenge has left the building.
And it's going to be, I don't know if it's going to be all spaghetti, but it's going to be funny, no matter how I look at it.
It's going to be really interesting to see what happens once we get into power production, because I'll need to see exactly what happens.
It's gonna be so dumb, folks. You gotta watch if you have the chance. I'll be.
Because I'm gonna have no idea how much gas is gonna be produced out of 1 unit of oil.
A lot. A lot. Which reminds me, I will probably be live streaming for a little bit tonight. But in the meantime, when this race is over, I will end all of the streams because I'm gonna switch the monitors back the way they were. To the other PC, because it's the only way it's going to work out properly. So I'm going to do that, and we're gonna do the thing the right way, or at least try to. I don't know. Who knows? Something's going to work out right, and if it doesn't, well, you know. Ice bucket challenge Friday evening. We will go live from the mobile device. And, yeah, that's going to be cold. Cody's looking forward to it now. Yep. We've hit that, we're well surpassed the 500 goal, so the bucket of ice water is going to be cold as, it's cold as ice. Yep, it's happening. That'll be Friday. We don't have a stream Friday. Shop is going to be off on Friday night, so it'll give me a chance to warm up and not have any issues. Todd McGregor to the inside of Coulter Jr. 29 spots gained for Fred Chase. Coulter, a little wall tap there, quarter exit. Nathan Bigart able to get a lot of that truck fixed, so he's out there. He's trying to cruise his way forward. He's up 23 himself at 18th. It's a tough challenge to go from the back to the front in on such a big track, or not just a big track, but a heavy field. We have 5 drivers out of the race currently. Well, those being Bollinger, Wesley Strait, I think just start the park, John Fowler, Charles Woods, Levi Allen. Tyrone Harris still out there. He is trying to get one of his few laps back. Mike Bueller, lap ahead of the 100, able to get the car fixed or get the truck fixed. Doing what he can. 4 laps down is going to be Ed Perry, and Andrew Litz Jr. looks to be out of the race. So he might be doing something here. Clint Hackett in that 39th spot is looking for a lucky dog. Brad Dove a lap down as well. So that beeth the drivers not on the lead lap. Currently Paul Crumry, the last driver on the lead lap. He started 5th. He sits in 37th right now. Somebody's going to be trying to save here. This could be a fuel strategy race early, and we don't even know it yet. Corey Bodnot stayed out, and he is being ducked, dodged, and dived on. Trying to keep himself in the middle of this racetrack. He is out there on one set of tires. And again, like I said, I think he is trying to make this on one stop. If he does, it'll be interesting. Because he'll go 2 laps down. Michael Strickland, 4/10 of a second difference here. Second lane up, sees the 4 on the bottom. Eric Schaefer wrapping the bottom of the racetrack very well. So I'm curious to see if Corey can do it. If Corey can make this on one pit stop. A lot of drivers are going to be coming in somewhere around, if they run it all the way out, at the 1:10 mark, Corey Woodnot will be able to run. Lap times have kind of leveled out right now. 33.58, 32.94 for Strickland, who's last time by. About a half second separating the drivers. But he's been able to manage. It's going to be interesting to see what he can do. On and off cycle. As these drivers try to work around him. That's Paul Crumry trying to get to the outside of Corey Bodnot. Brad Dove in tow. Got to be on that maximum effort strategy. Here's your race leader. Half second gap from Strickland to Eric Schaefer. A close call with the 77 on the 13. James Dewar trying to clear Jerry Calder there. Able to do so. Jerry backing up the corner, working his way back into the slipstream of the the 77. Taking it easy with that Toyota. Mark Retchen. Sitka on board. Hayden Malcolm. Corey Bodnot to pit road. Bodnot came in on 71. That marks the number, folks. Can he make it on fuel? That's going to be the big factor. Hayden Malcolm, 5.8 in. Schaefer half second to Michael Strickland, Colby Hartung. 1.3 back. Jason Day in 4. Joey Gentina is going to be in 5th. As Anthony Crownover holds on to that 6th spot. Bodnot packs it full of fuel. Says, let's go. Corey Bodnot 2 laps down, up to speed. Going to be trying to work his way back forward. He's going to be able to do so for quite a while. Brad Dove coming off pit road. He's in his pit cycle as well. Will be just behind Corey Bodnot by a few seconds. 2.3 second deficit here is the 5.2 to 34. 34 side by side. Working his way in. And story of the race coming as such. Michael Strickland, Eric Schaefer, Colby Hartung, your top 3. About to be halfway through this one, and we're going. They're having blinking issues now with your internet. Dude, you know, I had issues earlier in the very beginning of the stream with 46 drivers or 47 drivers trying to take the green flag on an NDI source and had to change it over to Direct Connect. So I get it. We've been good since. It's been good. Except for whenever you guys had that wreck. That, you know, everything went. There's Andrew Lutz up 7. Mark Retchen, Nathan Bigart to the outside of the 71. Todd McGregor, bottom side, seeing the 01 make the pass. Justin Zukic to the back bumper of Connor Hazel. Well, I tell you what, it's an interesting choice. Corey Bodenot trying to clear the 4. 34 to the outside of the 4. Ford not trying to give up that bottom lane. And a good take as Eric Schaefer could set up a run here. Colby Hartung in third. A little dirty air for Eric Schaefer there, but it'll be fine. Bodenot to the outside of the 88. 88 again. The outside. Bodenot pulling backwards. Colby Hartung has gotten to the back bumper of the 4. Michael Strickland is trying to run the line. He's going to be caught here because Corey Bodenot is running the outside lane. Side draft again. That is slowing him up. 34 to the 88 as Eric Schaefer closes down. And Corey Bodenot finally able to get back around. He's going to get one of his laps back. Larry Breger on pit road. Michael Strickland coming around 3/10 of a second difference here as now the 88 has to try to outrun Eric Schaefer and Colby Hartung once again. Joey Jettina has gotten around a couple of drivers here, finding himself in fourth. He's up 12. Jason Day in fifth, Crownover again at sixth. John Hammond up 18, sits in that 7th spot. Brandon Banks trying to work his way back into that top 5 spot as well. He started 6th. He is off to Jeff Hollingsworth has worked his way forward. Same concept. Brandon Banks on the inside. You see drivers coming off pit road. So some green flag pit stops here. With middle portion of this race. Michael Strickland to Eric Schaefer, quarter second separating those two. Stryker had a 3/4 of a second difference here, or 3/4 of a second gap between he and Corey Bodenot. Brad Dove going to do the same thing. Work his way to Bodenot's back bumper. As Brad Dove will look to the bottom side. 14. 5'8" down there as well as Hayden Malcolm. 14 trying to get to the bottom to get to the inside. Hartung trying to stay out of the way of any kind of dirty air. Dove to the bottom. We're trying to drive around on the bottom side. Throttles up on the Ford. Is Michael Strickland. We'll see Brad Dove on the back bumper. Brad Dove to the inside. It's a chance for the Ford to shoot the gap. He's gonna. Lap traffic. Choosing an off-pit cycle. Putting Michael Strickland in a hard spot. The Ford gets right back to the back bumper. Dumps the truck. Drives up. Gets back onto the throttle. 88-4 side by side. 88 to the natural line. Hartung and Tone. Hayden Malcolm in the 5'8". Looking ahead, trying to pick his spot here. Strickland holding on. Joey Jettina is closing in, so is Jason Day. Jason Day hard pressed to see what's happening. A little bit of lap traffic ahead. Fixing things. I'm good at fixing things, I think. Heck, I don't know. Checking on a few drivers. There is Alex Thompson at the 8, sitting at 30th. It's a big, strong, stout field with a lot of dang old drivers Looking pretty darn snazzy. How about Zook? The Zook is on fire. We don't need no water. Let that Zook get out there and run. Sorry. Okay, maybe not really. For those who don't know, Signature Esports is going to be hosting a Gen 6 series coming up here very soon. Starting August 4th of 2025. We're going to be getting out there and showcasing what the Gen 6 car has with a throwback series. That'll be coming up here in a couple of weeks. We'll see August 7th for the Amp Racing GT3 series here on our platform. They're going to run a 10-week season, and we'll have to see kind of how that's going to fare out for them. About Clint Hackett, this guy never quits, and I like it. 38 rolled the outside lane. Such a good opportunity. 28, he's in 38th, but, you know, remember, anything can happen in any portion of this racetrack, and that driver cam is gone. I think that's it. I don't think we have any more driver cams. He's out of here. Brad Dove to Corey Bodnot, 3.5 seconds the gap between those drivers. Larry Breger given on pit road on lap 76 as a driver that's going to be closer on fuel than anybody else. Strickland 10th here as the 4 gets the drive off on the inside. 88 able to drive back around and keep that clear. Bueller coming to pit road. 88 to the 4 to the 14. Colby Hartog. You see Joe Giattina working. Hayden Malcolm able to hold on to the back bumper. Hayden's he's up there racing with the leaders, but he is not pushing around the leaders. He has given them the opportunity to race it out right now. As Michael Strickland drops in second lane, corner exit. 4, good drive off. Colby Hartung had a little bit of a wall tap just a moment ago. He looks just fine, though. He drops in. He'll look ahead. You can see what he's got going on. Wall tap for the 4 truck. Bump for the 4. Frees up the 14 bumps the 4. He was just trying to help him move forward. I don't think he was trying to do anything other than that. He wouldn't try to bump and run him. He didn't have the right kind of run on him. Chevrolet's lead. Joey Giattina is going to be in 4th. And some things going on. Whoa, Hayden Malcolm to the wall. This is the point of the tires where they're going, help! Help! Yep. Schaefer was able to step away from the field on the late portion of this run. He's keeping it close to Strickland, so a chance for him to leapfrog on pit road if he's just trying to be patient here. Order exit 88. Just trying to be mindful. Rincon 49 on the outside. Rincon on the outside of Joseph Causey. Causey, into the wall, holds it onto the wall. 19. We'll see a side draft here from the 28. Rincon trying to work the outside lane. There's the 6. There's Michael Newbra. Newbra's got to be right there, trying to crest the outside lane. 19 clears the 28. Little bump draft out of the back straightaway for the 28 and the 19. 6 trying to roll in. The 28 will drive back around. Second lane is massive. Rincon to the inside. Will be door to door with the 19. Jorge Rincon. Might see a crossover here for the 19. 28 up and out. on turn 2. Trying to drive away from the 19. These drivers up 9 spots respectively. 28 again, 19. 28, big runoff corner. Be door-to-door with him again. McCone's trying to give him some room. Right now, it's like a big log jam. 28 corner exit. We'll keep it off the wall. Will be good. Joseph Causey goes back a spot. Rincon looks forward, drops to the bottom side of the race line. Now able to run that second lane. 19 with the drive off here. Closes in. That second lane is pretty well prevalent for being able to manage on older tires. The truck's going to push tight. 98 of Christopher Burge up 3, 25 spots gained, trying to work his way. Jerry Culver coming to pit lane. He's in to take his fuel cycle or get himself to pit road. 96 laps complete this time by. There's right now 1, 2, 3, and a blanket fourth. Not far off. Joey Jettina in the Toyota. Chevrolet for Brandon Banks up inside the top 5. Nathan Bigard inside the top 10. Right behind the 5-5. John Hammond. Battle for second on Kobe Hartung. Trying to clear Eric Schaefer. Is going to be able to do so. The drive off there. Crowd over coming to pit road. Start to see some of the drivers inside the top 10 think about pit road. We're 50 laps to go this time by. Michael Strickland putting himself in good position here. Connor Hazel. He's coming to pit road as well. A lot of drivers putting the show on. Kobe Hartung. Going to close in a half second. Eric Schaefer. Second lane. We'll see if the new drivers, if any one of these drivers are going to be able to make that happen. Joey Jettina's been comfortable working his way on the long run at 5-8 right behind. 101 laps in. Hollingsworth, Todd McGregor, Fred Chase, James Dewar all on pit road. Connor Hazel leaving pit road. And now the 28 out to the outside of the 88. 88. We'll see the 14 close in. Big run. Strickland gives the lane to the 28. Lets him run. Lets him eat. Right now, Jettina bottom side on Eric Schaefer. Door to door. Corner out. 13 of Jerry Culver to the outside. Oh, a little wiggle for the 4. Jerry Culver sent it around to the outside. They were 3 wide there. The 11 drops in on the 4. 4 trying to defend. 5-8 there as well. Brandon Banks has closed in the gap. Gentina goes to third. Michael Strickland holding off Colby Hartung. Jerry Culver back to the outside on the 88. This lap traffic has been absolutely bonkers trying to drive around. Some of the drivers battling for the lead right now. As Michael Strickland drops in behind the 14, gets a crossover move. Can't make it stick. We'll try to make it stick, but we'll see Colby Hartung. Lead change here into this one, 104 of 150. Gentina in third. Brandon Banks in fourth. Eric Schaefer in fifth. 96 right on the outside. 96 on the wall. 5-8 there as well. Brandon Banks to fourth. See the 96 drive on the bottom side. Right here, Rincon back to pit road. Evan Acuna coming in. Chris Walker coming in as well. He's backwards as the 88 and the 4. Heading down pit lane, there's going to be the drivers that have to make that work. Colby Hartung. Joey Gentina. Caution comes out as Strickland and Schaefer on pit road will have to get their service, and they will go a lap down. Caution out here with leaders on pit road. Fred Chase sideways in 3 and 4. 94 went to the outside of Brad Dove there. Fred Chase had the 3. Fred Chase went to go to the outside. Oh, net code from the 17 to the 25. Got into the 94. So Brad Harris net code on the 25 there. Holy cow. Justin Zukic still on the lead lap. Will be coming to pit road. Or, sorry, would have been a lap down. He was technically a lap down. Colby Hartung. Joey Gentina, Brandon Banks. Leaders coming to pit road. Drivers who have already come in and completed their cycle. They find themselves having an issue. Michael Strickland. Waiting for the pace car. Is going to have to get released. Be at the tail end of the field. 15 goes around. That's going to be your lucky dog, Anthony Crownover. We'll have a shot to come to pit road. And on top of all of that, we'll be able to get a fresh set of tires. Even though he just came in on lap 99. He will be on the lead lap, and a whole lot of drivers are going to have to restart behind him. All right, I agree with everybody. Sorry, I was sitting here talking and I muted myself because I was eating a potato chip. We are Tom, Brandon Banks. I agree. Tom Gom, how you doing, brother? You saw a genie. And then Mr. Gomer says, bad time for a caution for these guys. Agree, completely agree. Minor miscommunication. He brought Foghorn Leghorn to life. Sir. So Tom has some. Tom's my. I call him. I don't know if I call you my dad joke guy, but he's the guy that will throw random quips in chat and have some fun with it. Tom, how are you doing, brother? But now you also have banana bread. Brother, you're amazing. How are you doing? How are you and the fam doing? How's the new missus, by the way? You guys have been married for a year now, right? The Gominator, folks. That's who that is. You have the Gominator and Mrs. Gominator. Love the fam. How you doing, brother? All right, 14-5. They go. I know, Blake. I hope you're doing good, brother. Thank you. It was a bad time for a caution, but we're 40 laps to go on the racing. This race line is long enough to make something happen. Who's going to be aggressive enough to make this work? About to saw that timer down there. We have we're up to 92 hours, 54 minutes. The racing, it doth be good. Hard tongue. Brandon Banks 0-1 to the 11. Joey Chatita's raced everybody very clean. Nathan Bigard drive off on the corner. He's being very aggressive with the 11 here. I don't think he really needs to. There's still 40 laps to go in this race. And something that we've come to notice is that this race line is truly dictated on what's going to be happening after about 30 laps on the tires. Brandon Banks, fastest lap of the race, 31.5. That dang old timer is there. "13 times the rewards. 2 days in a row. We rolled that thing 2 days in a row. Isn't that crazy? Toby Harton, Brandon Banks, Nathan Bigart. John Hammond in 6th, looking forward. Oh, caution comes out. Mr. Breger. Oh, 42. Michael Peden gets into Larry Breger's left rear quarter panel there. Ooh, baby. And a bunch of them all back up. Larry running here, 42. Oh, 87 was a little free. So if we look back into the corner, he's a little free in that second lane. He's throttling up. It's in the corner. Straight line drive. Lifts up the racetrack. And there's 42. And got a lift there. Gonna eat the run. Tom, I've got the big C, sir. And not your joke. I've got the big C. So we're staying live and raising money to help for my medical bills. Jess is doing good. She is all complete. She's complete. She's all good. I found out why I have basal cell sarcoma on the left side of my nose because it's my nasal cavity. We're trying to keep the treatments going and then continue to keep myself healthy. Pretty much it. So we're doing a little awesome sauce by being awesome. We got folks like you jumping in the chat that we haven't seen for a little bit. Good to see you. I love you. You're amazing. I hope you're all having I hope you guys are doing well. I hope everybody's doing well. I don't get the chance to, I should be dropping into a lot more of your guys' races and getting in there with you folks. Having some fun. Yeah. Don, we love you. Tell the missus I said hello. Tell the fam. Tell everybody. Tell the ICW crew I said hello as well. I see the Toaster Discord still active. Awesome. All right. How's everybody doing it? I'm going to say this with all the love. Little chat, how are you doing? No mind how I'm doing. How are all of you doing? Sunday nights? Yeah, well, I've got broadcasts on Sundays, but when I get the opportunity, depending on how late it is, I don't mind doing it. I don't mind getting in there. How is chat doing? Budgie, how are you doing? I would ask you in a few days, how are you doing? How's you in the hubby? Penguin, how are you doing? How are you and the booty doing? Penguin's doing RC stuff, by the way. I let him, he's doing that. Just in case he's listening. I'm asking. Nubbins is everywhere. Amazing watching this race. Fantastic. I hope everybody is having an amazing day. I really do. 30 drivers on the lead lap. Rincon, last driver on the lead lap. He is going to be looking for one of those lucky dog spots. So it's Chris Walker and Fred Chase. It is go time. Our time. Thanks. Let's go. Great restart for the 14:01. He's the 5 there. Hold on to your butts, folks. 01 drops to the bottom side. 11 trying to protect the lane. John Hammond on the outside. Joey Jatina clears out. 24 of Mark Russian side by side. 5-5 rolling. 117 of 150 being completed. 33 laps to go. Three to the bottom side, Coulter Jr. How about Chris Robert's at 20 spots, Alex Thompson at 29. Jason Hastings, the 49, looking side by side with the 16. Strickland to Eric Schaefer, trying to roll their way back forward as well. 5-2 to the bottom. 16 up near the wall, keeping it clean. 88 with a run, slides up, looks to the inside of Alex Thompson. Going to be able to drop in. Thompson rolling second lane. Alex Thompson side by side with Michael Strickland. You know that guy? He's a good dude. He's a good kid. He's also on the driver cams. Hold on to it, Alex. Bam! Sometimes you just wanna keep on rolling. Jason Hastings to the outside of Michael Strickland. Say, yeah. 88 to the 4. Hastings went to the outside. He's going to try to make a run on the outside of the 4. 5-2 on the bottom. 88 trying to stretch his hand a little bit. Roberts right behind Coulter Jr. 5-5 of John Hammond. Seeing the drivers work. Nathan Bigart from the back to the front. Started dead last. Or almost dead last. Started 40th. 41st. My bad. 41st. through the cautions and through getting the truck fixed. He is out front now. Is Colby Hartung. Got to work on his pace. Brandon Banks in second. Joey Jettina is going to be, Colby Hartung at second. Brandon Banks in third. Joey Jettina is going to be in fourth. Is Will Burrs, Coulter Jr., Michael Strickland going to manage their way forward. Big Art up and out of the corner. Onto the back straightaway. Able to carry. He's carrying speed on the back straightaway. It's not enough to really break away. The dirty air disrupt the race line. 0-1. First time with clean air here. Full wall scrape there. Hartung keeps it within the margin. Lap time better for the 14 that last time by. And it doesn't look like he's pushing. He's not changing his lane. Hartung doesn't really need to push the lane, push the limit of the truck right now. But if he can get around the 0-1 again, this is the drive line we were talking about. Long run race pace for the 14 has been absolutely on point today. Able to track down Strickland. Was able to work over the course of the long haul and get around. He was running third for the majority of the race, and he got around to a few drivers there that were duking it out for that 1-2 spot. Led some laps before the caution came out. Kept himself honest. Currently in the season, Colby Hartung, 2 wins on the season. Strickland has a win. Crownover with a win. Brandon Banks with a win. Nathan Big Art looking for his second win. We can string it together. Brad Harris has a win, and Mark Jorgensen Jr. has a win. Mark missing today's race, which is all right. This week here at Nashville Super Speedway, we'll see Phoenix next week on the 22nd of July. 29th of July will be a bye week for the Chop Shop Racing Truck Series presented by Speedy Trophies. Use promo code CHOPSHOP10, save yourself 10% on some stuff out there. Admin box, give you 25 laps to go. I think you have to. I think it's 10%. Hold on, I can look now. I got to look because I usually have a notepad up, but I don't have the notepad up. So promo code CHOPSHOP15 at PremierRacingSetups.com. ChopShop10 for 10% off your first order of $10 or more. And yeah. And Stay Tuned Sports. Yeah. All right. The Indianapolis on August 5th, Rockingham on August 12th. And then the All-Star race on August 19th. That'll be the halfway mark of the season. It'll be a blast. It'll be awesome. Colby Hartung leads in the point standings currently. 23 laps to go. Keep himself within a half second. John Hammond. A good race right now. Eric Schaefer's gotten around Michael Strickland here. He's trying to push forward. Going to give himself enough of the race line to be able to do just that. 3 to the outside of the 4. Whoa, 4. And the 3 tangled there a little bit. The 3 was still there. 4 started to come up the racetrack. He wouldn't clear. The boat driver's able to save it. So now Coulter Jr. trying to hold off Joseph Causey here now on the 5-2 over on the outside. 11 spots gained for Coulter Jr. Just trying to work that second lane, be defensive here. Be defensive, be divisive. And be decisive. That's big. Coulter hold on to what he's got. Alex Thompson still at 24, sitting in 14th. Nathan Big Art, 4/10 of a second difference here. Colby Hartung, 21 laps to go, keeping it very close. Brandon Banks sits in third. Jettina. Again, talk about an amazing long-run race pace. Joey's been doing it pretty darn phenomenal. 24, of Mark Retchen. And John Hammond closed down to his rear bumper. John's getting there. Na 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 na. Hey, hey, hey. Half a second. Last lap for Nathan Bigard, 32.63. 32.68 for Hartung, 32.62 for Brandon Banks, Joey Jatina, 32.61. So the top four drivers, they're pretty well matching the pace. Mark Retchen, Chris Roberge, these drivers. Oh, caution. Greg Chase. Anthony Crownover, Andrew Lutz. Oh, 71. On the left rear quarter panel of the 15. 42, 77. They're trying to clear the spot. 80 did a great job of just staying out of it. 15 was up on the outside lane here. A little slow. Rolled there. 71 got tight. Little net code, but there's nowhere. 15 just trying to hold on. All right. Who does it? Yep. Everybody's got a shot. Lucky dog coming around will be Larry Breger or Corey Bodnot. Corey Bodnot. That should be your lucky dog. Either he's gonna, no, Corey Bodnot's going to be your race leader. Could be the Chris Walker will be your lucky dog, I believe. I don't know. People are getting free passes. They're doing a thing. Yeah, Chris Walker. Corey Bodnot, your race leader. right, they're ready to go. I'm ready to go. Let's do the thing. Early going. Corey Bodenot, right side only tires for a couple of drivers. Michael Strickland will have a run. Oh, 24 goes around. And a big one. Piling up in the back. Mark Russian. Oh, the 01. Out into the left rear quarter panel of the 24. Oh, 17, 25. And a pile up, 142. Sheesh. $71 into Dove there. Man, oh, man. Ooh, baby. One more time. Gary Culver. Oof. Well, 7th caution of the race. Corey Bodenot, still your race leader. You might be able to skedaddle out of this one. We'll see. RB Turner into pit road. Todd McGregor in. Get down to the wire. It'll be 10 laps to go. Lucky dog coming around is going to be Fred Chase. He'll be back on the lead lap. There it is. Budgie doth say so. If Budgie doth say so, then Budgie... Yep. Colby, thank you for the like. What's up, brother? Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. 01 lead on the 24. That was the result of the caution. Wow. Oh, his part's still flying after the fact. Ouch. Owie. All right, Corey Bodenot, your race leader. Fred Chase is trying to get his pit stop in. He was your lucky dog, so he comes around, gets on pit road. Hopefully he's going to be able to leave pit road here. Yeah, he'll be fine. So it'll be Bodenot on the outside lane. I think so. Yeah, Stryker's going to be on the inside. Kobe Hartung, Brandon Banks, Eric Schaefer, Joey Jettina, Bruce Roberge, Joseph Causey, John Hammond, Coulter Jr. Who's going to be able to hold on to it? That looks like it hurt. Brandon. Oh, yeah. Not okay. That's not, Brandon Remy, not an appropriate joke. Not okay. Not okay. Oh, it was there. I'm good with a little satire. That's a little bit. I don't do that. That was not an okay joke. Green flag. Oh baby! I reckon. Strickland, Bodenot, and a pile up the leaders. Corey Bodenot up on the outside lane here. I'm just going to rewind it from here. This is on the restart. Let me go far chase. Corey Bodenot on the restart. Rolled. Stryker runs close. 34 was in the middle of, running the middle lane there. I mean, this is more on Stryker than it is on Corey. A little wiggle, maybe a little net code, but boy, does that ruin a race for a bunch of drivers, including Corey Bodenot. Out of Banks, Eric Schaefer, Chris Roberge, Joey Jettina. Wow, holy. Yeah, you're not wrong. Holy wreck. Roberge on pit road. Hastings on pit road. Chris Roberge getting some significant nose damage out of that as well. Well, I didn't think they could have gotten a bigger wreck, but that happened. Jason Day coming in. I think Rincon should be your lucky dog here. Stryker putting himself around. He's gonna come around. I believe he would stay on the lead lap here. Yeah, he's gonna be on the lead lap, but he's got some massive damage. Thompson's in 11th. He's fine. Rincon will be your lucky dog. You'll get back on the lead lap. He's been waiting for that for a hot minute. One more bungee counter coming around. Yep. Yep, that one was bigger. Who'd have thunk it? All right, lights are going to be off on the pace car. We're going to be Brandon Banks, Eric Schaefer, John Hammond, Joey Jettina, Michael Newbrow. Well, Michael Strickland's back at 20th now. Michael Newbrow, Hunter Hazel, Chris Walker, Justin Zukic, Brad Dove, Donnell Williams, Alex Thompson's going to be up there, Nathan Bigart. About them apples. On that one, yeah, that one, like I said, that one was more on Stryker. Stryker got the restart there. He started with right side only tires. Corey Bodenot with older tires. Stryker, whenever he rolled into the corner or rolled through the start finish line there, just held middle lane. A little bumper from Stryker, but we just got them all freed up. 5 goes. Green flag. Six laps to go. 5 to the 4. Joey Jettina on the bottom. Connor Hazel to the 4 spot. John Hammond up on the outside lane. Jettina, caution again. Coulter Jr. around again. Take a look. Coulter Jr., Red Chase on the outside. Just got tight. Oh. And around he went. Oh. Well. Come on, Zoom from Pop. Diego, thank you for subscribing to the YouTube channel. All right, Brandon Banks, Eric Schaefer, Joey Jettina. Do it again. Come on, Zook. He's an 8th. We should have a natural green white checkered. I want to thank all the drivers who put on the Chop Shop Racing driver cams tonight. Appreciate you. Thank you to Westboro Enterprises for being a caution sponsor. There's Alex Thompson again. Micro sitter on board that driver. There's Zook. I'm falling to pieces. Yeah. Anyway. No more driver cam there. That was Jason Day. Dang it, Day. There's RB. What RB Turner in 14th? He had rough going earlier. Clint Hackett. He's up 5 spots now. This man was in 43rd position at one point. He's in 28th now. That's why you never give up. All right, that's all the driver cams. And all the rest of the driver cams are drivers in and out. 46/7 drivers started today's race.
48.
Well, technically the 48th driver did not start. That was Wesley Strait. Maybe he'll pull off another steal. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. He got a pretty hurt truck. He might. You never know. Caution's late. We had such a big green flag run happening.
Well, if anybody was tight on fuel, they're not tight on fuel now.
Nah. Most of them pitted on 114 when that caution came out. Well, yeah, 114. Pop, you're not wrong. He says anything can happen. I agree. How's work going? You should be. Yeah, you get the overnight tonight. 92 hours left. 92 hours, 23 minutes left. I have to. And then the 13 times rolled over again. Rolled that twice. 2 days in a row. All right, let's do the thing. Brandon Banks, Eric Schaefer, John Hammond, Joey Jettina. Let's do the thing. Green flag. Good to go. It's a natural. Green, white, checkered. Schaefer clears. Newbrow to the bottom side. Connor Hazel in tow. Hammond to the back bumper of Joey Jettina. Hammond rolling into the corner. Sits to the outside. Newbrow sending it around. Brandon Banks up and around the corner. Oh, Newbrow to the wall. White flag waves. Final lap here at Nashville Super Speedway. Brandon Banks having to manage the truck. Eric Schaefer up and out of the corner. Brandon Banks at a 3 and 4. Can Eric Schaefer send it around? Schaefer gets there, gets tight. Brandon Banks, winner, 2-time here at Nashville. Joey Jettina will finish third. Schaefer will finish right behind him. Sorry, Schaefer in second. Third for Jettina. Fastest lap of the race. Last lap of the race is the 5. It was a 31.45. Newbrow finishes 4th. John Hammond will finish 5th. Maximum effort. Top 10 night for Alex Thompson. Brad Duff finishes 23rd. Bigart rebounds to 11th. RB Turner, top 10 night for him. Zukins only goes back to 14th. Drivers are still finishing this race. Work's going great. We would love to be racing. Isn't that the truth? Celebration. Here's what it looks like. Brenda Banks, Schaefer, Jettina, Newbrow, John Hammond, your top 5. Connor Hazel, Chris Walker, Brad Dove, Alex Thompson, R.B. Turner, your top 10. Nathan Bigard, Jeff Hollingsworth, Paul Cromery, Justin Zukic, Donna Williams, your top 15. Robert's Chase, Strickland, Brad Harris through 19th. And because I had to make some adjustments, here's the rest of them. Andrew Lutz finishes at 20th. James Dewar at 21st. Rick Cohn, Hartel, Pete, and Boganut, your top 25. Larry Breger, Clint Hackett, Evan Kuna, Coulter Jr., your top 29. Through 30th, Jason Hastings, Hayden Malcolm, Jerry Comer, Ed Perry, Todd McGregor, Jason Day, Joseph Causey, Jeremiah Burke, Mark Retchin, Anthony Crownover. Then the rest of them, as it would be. Mike Mueller, Tyrone Harris, Greg Whitehead, Andrew Lutz Jr., Bollinger, Levi Allen, Charles Woods, John Fowler, and then the last one you can't see there is Wesley Strait. And we'll have to make some adjustments on that. But a top 10 night for Alex Thompson. That's pretty darn good. All right. Penguin was your race controller tonight. A big shout out to Mr. OTR Penguin and all he has got going on and all the love and support he's got because, well, he's just amazing, right? I'm just saying, right? Yeah, I hear you, Budgie. You're still amazing. Thank you for letting me know. Congratulations to Brandon, she says out there in chat. Thank you very much, dear. Where's Banks? How about that? Excuse me. Oh, I love that. You have no clue how much I love it. What is going on with this? Excuse me, folks. Pardon me. As we did it alrighty then, Mr. Brandon Banks comes home in victory lane. How about them apples? You talked about big old shave. You're here. You're good. Larry, thank you for the like, sir. How about them apples? Fastest lap on the last lap. And then, we said last week, you said, Schaefer's got this one.
We're pretty good here. I mean, I figured we could stay with him. I honestly, I really thought if we could get the race to run really long, we were very good. And with those short runs, I wasn't really sure I could do it, to be honest with you. I just need a little bit of track position. It was hard to kind of, unless you really threw it in there really deep at the very beginning, it was kind of hard to pass a little bit at the beginning, in my opinion. I could pass a lot better after about 20, 25 laps in the run. So, but yeah, kind of worked out. Got a couple of things go our way and got the track position we needed. I tell you, we started like 6th or something like that. Got wrecked. We back to 38th, and oh my god, that was a really tough race.
And yeah, I was telling everybody, 47. I had Coulter. Thank you for like. I had issues at the very beginning. I had an NDI source that just went kaput, right? So it blinked for like. Right. The first the first green flag situation, then a caution comes out. I'm like, I don't even know what happened. And then after that, I saw what was going on. I was like, oh, you had to work your way through the field, and it was like quiet. I was like, all right, Brandon's got a quiet night going on right now. And then I started watching it, and it was like, all right, now he's cooking. Got to pass the stage.
It would really turn on after like 20, 25 laps. That last half of the run, I could really dig coming out of 4 and make a lot of passes right there. So, Yeah, that was fun though. Like I said, it's always kind of fun to try to go to the back and work your way through it. There's a big field tonight, man. I don't know how many cars we had. We 48,
That
47, something like that. It was a lot.
47,
So
47
yeah,
started. Yeah, that's crazy.
yeah. So that was a lot of cars to pass, but definitely a lot of fun. Couldn't had it any better, I guess. Newbraw's what, fourth, Schaefer second. I think Jason was up there in the top 10 or something there to right until the end of the race with a couple of those wrecks. So good night all in all for DBR.
I saw Newbrow pushing. It was
Yeah.
he was like, I'm going around the outside. Bye. And
Yeah, he
this
said
was
he needed a couple laps.
yeah. This was a how do I say this? This was I like this racetrack. This racetrack races really well. It's unique. You know, you're out of the throttle so much that you have to just manage tire wears, everything. The fall off is massive, and we watched a lot. I mean, we had 70 plus green flag lap run. That was it was amazing. It was amazing to watch what you guys were trying to do and try to work, trying to figure out how this racetrack was gonna fare out, especially with so much traffic on it.
Yeah, I was really surprised. I really saw in the amount of cars we're going to have in the track tonight, and the restarts are a little sketchy at this track for the first couple laps. You got to be really patient, and just kind of pick your moves and just try not to dive bomb somebody and just race caution after caution. So I was really proud of how they raced. We got some really good runs in there. We almost got that. Got lucked out and didn't pit there. We stretched it really long and got to be one of those cars that didn't have to take the wave there. So that worked out. That was another thing that kind of helped with track position. And but yeah, we almost got some green flag pit stops in there at the end. It's really fun.
I thought it was awesome. 24 of the 47 drivers that started the race finished on the lead lap. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
You don't even see that in NASCAR.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, and two, a couple of them probably got lapped down from that whole caution we had during green flag pit stop. So you probably would have had even more than that if we wouldn't have had that happen. So, yeah. So all in all, really good race, man. Like I said, congrats to Shay for second, and Newbraw being up there in the top four. He's gonna be up here soon. Talk to you. He's ready, man. He was pretty hyped tonight. He was running really good. So. But yeah, congrats to them and Joey for that run, man. That was really good. Thanks to you for putting on the broadcast and SpeedyTrophies.com and John and everybody that puts all this stuff on. Really appreciate it, and then everybody's watching. Like I said, we'll go to next week and where are we at, Jason? I don't know where we're at next week.
Phoenix.
Phoenix. Okay,
Yeah.
that can be one of those tracks too. We have 40 cars on it. It's got to be patient. So, but it can also be a good race if people just just get in there and practice a little bit, and hopefully we'll get in there. And we're usually pretty decent there. So maybe get a good qualifying position, get up front, and not have to worry about trying to drive through the field again. That was tough.
Yeah, next week, fanning out 3, 4, 5 wide. The dog leg, let's go to Legacy Phoenix. Let's go to Legacy Phoenix this time.
That would be tough too. So I don't know. We might need the room with all these trucks. So like I said, if everybody gets in there and just patient and just kind of be mindful where you're at, it can actually be a really good track to race. So hopefully everybody gets in there and practices, like I said, and we can have a good week. It'll be a really fun race to watch.
It'll be amazing to see if we get 2 more helicopter awards. What we had today. Brandon, much love, brother. Congratulations on the victory here tonight. I will see you next week. Yeah, I'll see you next week because Friday they're off this week. So yeah.
Yeah. Yes, sir. All right. Have a good night.
You too. Brandon Banks, your victor here tonight, as we love to see it. Eric Schaefer comes home, the big Schaef in P2. Had a good battle going on with Strickland, and all the things and all the shenanigans kind of went to the wayside there towards the end of it. And man, oh man, racing mano y mano with your teammate there for the victory there. I saw the send into 3. And it just got tight on you, and you couldn't have the drive off on the bottom and be side by side. That was it was an awesome effort, and a P2 finish. Solid points night for you.
Yeah, definitely needed it. Yeah, got the stage win. Happy about that.
Mm-hmm.
Led some laps. Um, yeah, Strickland. I let him go there, thinking I could get back by him, but I mean, I was just as fast with him. But the dirty air, I was just getting caught in that, and just ended up burning the right front up. So, and then yeah, that sent down into three on the last lap, man. I knew Banks was going to drive it in there deep. I said, screw it, I'll go in there and try to at least make it look decent.
Well, it looked like you knew what you were doing. I mean, that's exactly what it looked like. This track is I love this track. I love racing this track. I actually like racing officials on this track and pretty much everything out there, whether it's truck, the Xfinity car, even the next gen car. I don't mind the next gen car on this racetrack. It just it pays dividend to being able to hold on to tires.
Yeah, it does. It just pays a dividend to know how to let the car actually roll.
Mhm.
Um, if you can get on the brake and get off the brake and just let it roll the center and then ease back into it, you will save the tires so much. And that's what I was doing on that first run there. I don't know how the hell I got so far out there, but it's like I was just babying it, actually not trying to kill the tires, and I just pulled away. So it was all in all good race, man. I needed that. So
It was, and this is where momentum happens. I was saying, Brandon said last week that this was your week, and I'm going to go out on a limb here because I know how Phoenix is. I know Stryker likes Phoenix, but I know that these dang old flat tracks, they kind of work in your advantage.
yeah, they do, but you also got to watch out for old Nathan. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't think if he would have got in trouble tonight, he was going to be very hard to beat there on the short run. But no, the flat tracks, I definitely love the flat tracks and the short tracks. But no, I mean, anybody can go to Phoenix and get it done there. It's just not me.
Well, opportunity next week. Shave, congratulations,
yeah, we're gonna
man.
try it.
I think this
Yes,
one.
sir.
I think this one was. This is that momentum, that progression, because when you got the stage win, those were valuable points plus the playoff point. And I think that's where we're almost halfway to the season, and that's where like mindset goes. All right, we're getting close to the playoffs, and the playoffs are a long set as well. So like this is going to be it's going to be interesting to see if going forward with the racetracks that we have. It's going to be interesting to see how this stacks up when it comes to the playoffs because things are kind of tight right now.
Yeah, this is definitely a momentum building little streak that I'm on from last week and this week. So I need it and just need to keep riding it.
Hey, the best case scenario is you get to do it again next week. That's what's going to be awesome. Shave, congratulations on the P2 finish here tonight. Give a shout out, brother.
Yeah, Jason, thank you for doing the stream. Appreciate you and Signature. Shout out to all the admins. Shout out to Speedy Trophies for sponsoring the league. Huge shout out to Joey for getting him a good finish there, man. That was cool to see him up there. We tried to get Newbraw to get up there, man. He was so close. He ran good tonight, him and Jason both. But Jason got caught up in the accident stuff there. But Newbraw was wound up tonight, boy. Let me tell you, he was wide open. He says from now on he's not practicing and not anything else like that. So he's just gonna get in there and race. He says he's feeling confident. So that's the new bro. But no, just huge shout out to everybody, man. Just all the DBR guys. But no, all in all, we're gonna go on next week and see what we can do.
I like it. And all 47 of you coming back for more. So P47 trucks. It's insane.
Yeah.
I'm on a 2PC thing here, and it's chugging both sides. Holy cow! It's brother.
Yeah.
All right, my man. I will see you next week. Go enjoy the rest of your races, and we'll see you then.
All right, bud. Later.
You too. That's Eric Schaefer coming home in P2. Last but not least, the man in the 14, my wife's favorite number, on Wednesday nights. But Joey comes home in the 11 and 3rd, up 13. How about that, brother? Congratulations, man. And I'll tell you what, it's been coming. Like, if you didn't get wrapped up into something, like you've been able to keep yourself moving forward. And tonight was that night. you had such a good long run truck, and able to just wrap on that short run right there and hold off some drivers a hard charge on the outside.
Yeah, man, it was a good run. I didn't think it was going to be worth a dang tonight for me. I'm not very good here, but what I'm trying to do, Jason, is race more. That's just showing up and running a league race here and there, or a couple of times a week. It's hard to race against these guys on a regular basis and be somewhat competitive. So, that's what I've been doing the last few months. Is really my buddy Joe Hudson's got me out here running in so many different leagues, and I'm glad to be up here with the Chop Shop guys, with the partnership with you guys, with Signature. But man, it was a good run. Started shifting there once the tires got kind of worn, and once I kind of got the feel of getting off the corner in third gear without wanting to go off into the grass. Everything kind of worked out. We were able to get there close, but I just wasn't good enough to get the lead at any point tonight, unfortunately.
One of the things that I saw, and I didn't start seeing, I didn't see as much shifting on this racetrack as I thought I would, right? Because I have a tendency to watch, what drivers are doing and what I'm listening to, what I'm hearing. And I riding on board with you, we started hearing that. I was like, oh, all right, this is where Joey's at. And a lot of people just think that the way to save tires is just run fourth gear and just try to roll the bottom. But you could do that in a third gear cuttable momentum, especially when it comes to having drive off on 3 and 4.
Yeah, my tires were great, especially that I figured that last long run that we had that I shifted for quite some time that they'd be, pretty bad, but they were actually pretty even on the wear. So I was really pleased with that because I was driving it pretty hard. I mean, it was a fine line too, just, on exit, running third gear. But no, I was pleased with everything tonight. Glad to finally get a finish. I think this is my first finish at Chop Shop. So I'm glad for that. It seems like I've been getting caught up in a lot of stuff over the last few weeks, but you'll have that. But good runs like this keep you coming back.
That's the point. That's the point. They're going to Phoenix next week. You guys have Vegas tomorrow. It's some good racing this week.
Yeah, hopefully I'll be a little competitive tomorrow night. I don't get to in the 7,500 races. I don't think I've ever spoken to you, so maybe one of these days we'll get a chance to do that, man. Like I said, just getting out here and practicing a bunch and getting these great leagues like here at Chop Shop, just perfecting a craft and taking a little bit more serious, and just, man, you're talking just the fine line of being competitive and not is just amazing. 20 times harder to drive a sim car than it is a real car. So you can't buy speed. You just got to buy a seat or pay. You just got to keep doing it over and over and over and learn and listen and everything else. It's so hard to be competitive. So anyways, it was a good run for us tonight. We'll look forward to Phoenix. I hate to say that, but we'll see what happens next week.
Phoenix is going to be insane, especially with the field sizes that we've had in the early going here. I mean, we're through week 9 now, 9 weeks in, and we've got still a 47 truck field. It's awesome. It's awesome to see. It's gonna be a pleasure to see what everybody does next week, brother. Give you shout outs, man. You got a big old P3 finish, and this one was fun to watch.
Yeah, man. Just thanks to you guys. Thanks to Chop Shop for letting us in. We got quite a few guys over here working with Jeff Hollingsworth and Paul Kermel and James Durr, a bunch of guys over here. I know Charlie Woods had a great qualifying run tonight. Didn't get the finish he deserved, or really the race. But anyways, man, it was just a great race tonight. Look forward to doing it again later.
Johnny, we'll see you tomorrow, man.
See you, buddy. Thanks.
Yeah, you too. That's the 11 coming home, P3. We love them. And the Sim 500 owner over there as well. We love those guys. I'm excited to see what they do tomorrow, which means that you folks are going to be able to get out there and race with us. Or I'm sorry, get out there with the call with us tomorrow. Yeah. Thank you to everybody for getting out there. This one was fun. Thank you again to Speedy Trophies. Thank you to Chop Shop Racing, and then of course and always Richard Bertal Racing Academy experience there from Premier Racing Setup Shop. Stay Tuned Sports, Paul Status, B&B Music, Admin Box. I was having a brain fart there for a moment, folks. Because I haven't been ending the streams as of late. I've just been, continue to go on. But I am going to end this stream. And I will add time to the timer so that way we start with 92 hours and 1 minute when we go live next. But we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. If you want to help out with our portion of this one, make sure that you get out there and find our donation links, and you can take care of that. We'll add the time for that. On top of all of that, folks, thank you to all of our sponsors. Of course, Chop Shop Racing for the driver cams, Muscarella Enterprises for the cautions, and of course, and always, Lunatic Designs for a Countdown Green each and every week. Much love to the budgiest of birds. She's a legend. Prayers and thoughts to anybody affected with the things going on in Texas, and just everything across the world, folks. If anything that keeps me moving forward is not just my family, but the people and the relationships that we've come to know. So just always remember that there's more to life than just a number behind it, right? These drivers do a phenomenal job, and regardless of how anybody feels about sim racing has really, really given me a great platform to be able to learn more about myself and continue to strive to be better. So, everybody keep moving forward, be kind, and don't take tomorrow for granted. Live it like it's a gift, because it's called the present. Michael Newbrow, you were the biggest mover of the race, dude. 39 spots. Brada. You finished as fourth. Banks' fastest lap of the race. Stage winner, Eric Schaefer. There's a lot going on there for the DBR team. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you whenever I go back live. But it might be a little bit later. So we're going to move some monitors around and do some changes. So if I don't go back live tonight, it'll be first thing in the morning. And we love y'all. Appreciate you. Be good, be safe, be kind of the Sport Factor of Life. Take it to Chop Shop. Take it to everybody out there. We'll continue on with all the fun stuff. See you soon.